The small coastal town of Ravenswood was shrouded in an unsettling mist that seemed to cling to every surface like a damp, grey blanket. The air was heavy with the cries of seagulls and the distant crash of waves against the rocks, but beneath the cacophony, a low, ominous hum thrummed through the darkness, sending shivers down the spines of even the bravest locals. Locals avoided the old lighthouse on the outskirts of town, whispering tales of a mysterious keeper who haunted its crumbling tower. They spoke of flickering lights in the window, of ghostly apparitions seen stumbling along the beach, and of an unearthly, mournful cry that echoed through the night, sending dogs howling and children fleeing indoors. Despite the warnings, I felt drawn to the lighthouse, its secrets beckoning me like a siren's call. As I approached the lighthouse, the mist swirled around me, casting eerie shadows on the ground. The structure loomed before me, its stone walls cracked and worn, its once bright paint faded to a dull, moss-covered gray. A cold breeze swept through the area, rustling the dead leaves of the nearby bushes, and I felt a shiver run down my spine as I pushed open the creaking front door and stepped inside. Inside, the air was stale and musty, heavy with the scent of decay and neglect. Cobwebs clung to the walls, and the floor creaked beneath my feet as I made my way deeper into the lighthouse. Every step seemed to echo through the empty halls, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched by unseen eyes. As I climbed the narrow staircase to the keeper's quarters, the steps seemed to grow steeper and more treacherous, as if the very fabric of the lighthouse was trying to prevent me from reaching the top. I reached the door to the keeper's quarters and hesitated, my heart pounding in my chest. Something didn't feel right. I pushed open the door and stepped inside, my eyes scanning the room for any sign of the mysterious keeper. But there was nothing, no furniture, no belongings, just an empty, echoing space. And yet, I could have sworn I heard a faint whisper, a soft, raspy voice calling out to me from the shadows. The voice grew louder, more insistent, and I felt a cold sweat break out on my brow as I realized I wasn't alone in the lighthouse. I spun around, but there was no one there, just the faint sound of footsteps echoing through the empty halls. I followed the sound, my heart pounding in my chest, until I reached the top of the lighthouse. There, I found a small, dimly lit room, the walls lined with ancient charts and navigation instruments. And in the center of the room, a figure stood, its back to me, shrouded in shadows. As I approached, the figure slowly turned to face me, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. I froze, paralyzed with fear, as the figure spoke in a low, raspy voice, its words sending shivers down my spine. "You shouldn't have come here," it hissed. "Now you'll never leave." But as I gazed into the figure's eyes, I saw something that made my blood run cold, a glimmer of recognition, a spark of familiarity that sent a chill down my spine. For in those eyes, I saw my own face staring back at me. And in that moment, I realized the horrifying truth: I was the keeper of the lighthouse, trapped in a never-ending cycle of madness and terror, forever doomed to haunt the tower, searching for a way out that never came.